Yeah, well, it's all accidental.
Daily Pigeon Live with Andy Bumatay. Ivala out plenty, that's no lie. That's what the Hammer Jang Gang like for see. When we tune in, we get that guarantee. Daily Pigeon Live with Andy Bumatay. Turn on the camera and let 'em fly. He just give 'em no more plan. Like we always say, if can. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as we spread aloha far and wide. Ooh, Hammer Jang Gang and the Daily Pigeon Live.
How's it, gangy? Let's see if I can bring myself up on the screen. Woohoo! Did it again. Every time I see myself on these three platforms with the Hammer Jang Gang in the chat, I feel like win. That's all there is to it. How's it, gangy? Hey, for those of you who may be just joining us, this is a chat show. We are called the Daily Pigeon Live. And if I hit the button right, you might even see what I'm talking about. There it is. Okay, for a bit. That'll do. And we are a chat show. And we are a chat show that practices aloha. In other words, we concentrate on what brings us together, what we have in common, and not what separates us. Okay? So get plenty other places if you're the kind like type in all caps and flame war with people who don't agree with you, then guess what? Plenty other places for do that. This is not one of them. Okay? So we appreciate practice aloha. And you know what? We also do a lot of this. Put people's names up on the screen and say, how's it? We talk small kind Pidgin, go in and out, you know how it goes. But let's do what we call the romper room, okay? And it goes like this. How's it, Rick? Hey, Robert. How you, Vicky? Mike. Good to see you from the Facebook side. Hey, Brendan checking in on the YouTube side. And there's Miles. Did I catch Vicky? I always do. And there's Medium Diet Coke. Mark Hill. How's it, Don? Opie Almoro and Big Squirrel Nuts. That's right, gang. Nani Aloha checking in. Keola P. Youngblood, how you today? Saying aloha. Rick Iwamoto. Hey, how's it, JC? That's right. And there's Scott and Baraka. You see how it goes? And I have it set up so the more you write, the bigger your icon, your avatar shows up. And I do that on purpose because according to NT Analytics, plenty people watching on their phone, okay? So that's what that's all about, you know? And when you're on a phone, you see that small kind of, oh, I wonder who that is. But if you look at Susan R, you can say, wow, look at her landscape. I know, pixelated a little bit because we didn't blow them up so big, but hey, better than nothing, huh? How's it? Hey, Wayne Benson, never see you before around here. How's it? And you know what? Welcome to the Hamajang Gang. That's right. Everyone who chats on the Daily Pidgin Live, we call the Hamajang Gang because that's who we are, from all kinds of walks of life, all kind colors, all kind beliefs and religions or whatever. But here, again, we concentrate on what we have in common, not what separates us. And that's what makes us Hamajang, huh? Hey, and here's my high school friend, Aika Nani. Aloha Andy and the gang right there, showing off the picture of her uncle right there. I know. I'm so glad you were able to visit him. Aloha and Kay in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Mahalo, Brad, for the K. You'll see people just hit the K. What that is, we call it the wellness check. Because plenty people write the keyboard small or they don't like type plenty, but we like know you are here. So no shame, just hit the K, send them. Yeah, and if you're having one good day, no shame, capitalize the K. That's right, then we know. See right here, look at this. Yamamoto-san, K, he knows he's lurking, so he gave us the wellness check. Here's brother Bruce, right? Whoop, never click an eyes on good enough. Hey, yeah, see, you see that K showing up right there? Yeah, now, if I miss your chat, I am very sorry, but the bugger's mean. Moving like a swift here lately. Aloha from New Mexico. How you, Melissa? Hey, I finally got to see you again. Oh, I'm so glad, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. Okay, and here's my friend Brian, all the way from Canada. And hey, just watching the big star from Kamoela on last night's show. Yes, last night we did our first interview. Kamoela Man, one of the Hamajang Gang, was gracious enough to be our guinea pig as we tested it. How's it, Carl? Mahalo for checking in from New Mexico. And you know what? It went pretty well. In fact, We're going to try it again today, and at 4 o'clock, I will be interviewing my friend Kim Taylor Reese. Now, I don't know if you know Kim. He is a world-renowned photographer and does the hula pictures, the lamps, the statues, all kinds. Anyway, I gave him a call today. Hey, bro, how you feel about doing an interview at some time? He said, oh, how about today? Huh? Okay, so I was scrambling. Now, he's on the road, so he'll be on his phone, I think in his Honolulu apartment, but we're going to see how that goes. That'll happen around 4 o'clock, okay? So that's what's happening. Photographer extraordinaire Kim Taylor Reese coming up. Hey, hi you, Kim. Oh, the Hammer Jang Gang. Love it. Well, guess what, Kim? You are now a part of it. That's right, because everyone who comment here is part of the gang. Andy, I see you on Facebook, but no more on YouTube. What do you mean? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me. I'll put the YouTube link. Okay, and I'll copy it here, and hold on. I'll paste this over here, and I'll put YT, and then I'll boop, and I'll put that there. Hit that. In fact, might as well put them over here too on the other Facebook side. YT and boop right there. So Anti-Bagel. So you should be able to click that link and get over to the YouTube side. Yeah. What we do is we broadcast live. I'm on YouTube. I'm on my Andrew Bumatai personal page on Facebook, and Andy Bumatai, what they now call business page. Used to be fan page, but I think I like business better. Ooh, I'm an OGT wearer. Oh, really? I'm sorry, Wayne. Hard to keep up, but appreciate it. That means OG means he was here since May when we first started. Right there. Maya Rodney, stay lurking. K, okay. And there's Walter, also K, and Kathy Kennedy from the Facebook side. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of rip here, see if I can get false crack the like button and elbow the subscribe if can. Oh, brother, you know the technique at boom and then boom, so you catch them both, right? And if you like, left hand, free, hit the bell notification. That's the bonus, if can, right there. How's it, Uncle? How you, Jason? Thanks for being here and being part of the Hammer Jang Gang. And there's Thomas D. Thomas. How you, Thomas D. Thomas? Oh, excuse me, Thompson. Thomas D. Thompson. Whew. Sorry, I misclassed that day, Thomas. Okay. Aloha from South Mills, North Carolina. Missing living in Hawaii. Well, I don't know where you grew up here, Angel, but every day we do what we call a Four Turtles. That happens at 4:30, and in Hammer Jang speak, that's Four Turtles, and we have a little intermission video, relaxing. This one will be shot by Kamoela Man on the Big Island of a creek, and then we're gonna take one holo holo through Kalihi. Right? Yeah, we do that. Every show we take one holo holo someplace, and we still chat and everything, but you can see a little bit of home, okay? And I will do my best to stop going, because I have a tendency to do that. I know, I'm trying to break that habit. My mom, stop clicking your lips. Oh, I'm not clicking them, I'm smacking them. Hey, there's the K right there. Hi, Melanie. Hey, come on, click on my Zoom good, bruh. I'm missing plenty, I know. Oh, Kim Taylor Reese. Yes, he is awesome. And I'm sure Kanoe has the show up on some kind of screen and lurking small kind. And don't forget, false crack the like button. Hey, thanks for reiterating that, Mark Hill. I know Mark is one of our OG, and he also donates food to people in need. Mahalo. Vic Muller. Aloha. Ooh, Raka and Uncle. Job best for you better. Ooh, okay. I kind of understand that. Little out of my generation, but I'm doing my best. Aloha. All this time I thought Kim was one wahine. What? No. Kim Taylor Reese is he's a brother. Yeah. And if he is a wahine, his wife Kanoi would be very surprised. Okay, I'm gonna ask on here too. I see Andy on Facebook, but no more on YouTube. What's up? I am on YouTube. Stop saying that, Andy. I put the link. Click on ISOM. It's right here. I'm looking straight at it. Okay. Wow. See, look at here. Here's Mokihana. I'm on YouTube, so Antibego, you're in the wrong place or something's going on. I copied the link that I'm looking at and put it in YouTube. Hope that works for you. Brother Andy is in YouTube. He's doing live over there, yeah, and on Facebook. That's the thing, right? We're on 3 platforms. Boom, 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 boom. Brother Andy on YouTube, he over there. No, he's over here. He's over there. Hey, if could, I'd be on Twitch too. I'm working on it, by the way. But I use Ecamm Live. It's a software. To be on Twitch, you need a software called OBS. And you know what? I have learned enough software for the time being. How's it, Irene? Mahalo for the K. Glad to hear you doing okay. Catch. Ooh, K. How's it from San Diego? How are you there? Tina Rose, she's our jewelry artist. Aloha, I like looking YouTube side better. Can see what everyone is saying. Watch from the Facebook yesterday. Yeah, I don't think what people say on YouTube, on Facebook ends up on the YouTube chat, but the YouTube chat definitely slamming. Yeah, 40 years since living there, memories still fresh. That's how, Brad, because you know why? You and brain tattoo yourself. Ooh, lift a leg. Oh, you heard that, Rich? Yeah, Kim and I were testing earlier, and I showed a picture. He goes, "Oh, bro, you can lift a leg on one of his." But you know what? I still think it's YouTube safe. Yeah. And again, his art is some of the finest galleries in the world. So if it's okay for them, it's okay for me. Did mark number 44, whatever that means. Hope the message got across. Well, I have a bunch of Kim's paintings and I love it. All right, Melanie, thank you. Well, you're about to meet the artist. And you can, of course, ask questions. I'll put them up and we'll get Kim to answer as many, as he can. And I don't know how long he can hang around, but we'll do our best. I told him 4 o'clock. Now, yesterday when I did Kamoela Man's interview, right? What happened was we brought Kamoela Man and he just sat there and waited. Today, because, Kim has a life, I told him 4 o'clock. So at 4, I'm going to fire up my Skype and see if I can get to him. Yes, I'm using Skype, not Zoom, because Ecamm Live, Skype is native to that. I can do more things. Now that may change later, but as it stands right now, Brother Andy, we still have a vinyl of your stand-up, bra. Still have laughs with that, scratches and all. Oh, the 10-inch vinyl. That's right. That's a long time ago, brother. It goes back to the 80s. Oh, okay. Mahalo. I don't know who that went to. Hey, aloha, Zamboni. So great to see Zamboni's name on the screen. He was deployed for a while, and he came back, and he and his wife, Kaiulani, they are on the show now, both of them. Ooh, there's no like button on the Facebook, right? I think you do it differently down in the comments. They have ways to different. But no, I don't have every platform memorized. I wish I did. Okay. How we doing on time? Oh, okay. Kim, if you're watching, it's in about 15 minutes. We'll be ready. Okay. Hey, Aloha Friday. No work till Tuesday. It's Statehood Day in Hawaii. Is that right? Oh, okay. On Monday, I have an interview scheduled with my friend Bobby Torres. Now, that name may not immediately jump out at you, but Bobby Torres I met when I was opening for Tom Jones. He was the percussionist for Tom Jones for 10 years. You know, he's worked with a lot of big name artists, but got his start as part of the Mad Dogs and Englishmen band with Joe Cocker back in the day. I know. If you know Mad Dogs and Englishmen, well, guess what? Bobby was there. So we'll talk to him about what it was like to work with Joe Cocker and Tom Jones and, you know, being on the road for, gotta be 20 years. And a great guy. He and I really got along on the road, hung out a lot, you know. Yeah, he took me to jazz clubs, taught me about percussion. I love telling this story about how Bobby, one time we were in the car and I was, you know, just kind of, you know, doing this on the dash, right? And he just, because he's a professional percussionist, he turned to me and went, "Stop that!" I went, "What?" He goes, "Okay, I got to tell you the basics." This chat is so fast. Tell me about it, bro. But that's a good thing. That means plenty of people watching, and we can all share what we have with each other. And you can watch it in the rerun. I post this. Both the Facebook pages end up there, and the YouTube ends up there, so you can stop in and, you know, check things out that you might have missed. How's it, Anna? Oh, look at that beautiful smile. Aloha, Wai'anai in the house. Oh, how you? Well, you know, Kanani on the page here, my friend, she's from Nanakuli, Anna. So, hey, we get back odds, girl. Whoo, that's right. Too confusing. I'm going to stick with what I know right here on YouTube, but welcome all the gangy, and I'll stay on Facebook, sending one big hugs to everybody. Andy, you're not supposed to jump around, but I'm glad you and settle in. Huh? Andy, I still get one original Mad Dogs and Englishmen album at my mom's house. Oh, man. Well, guess what? Maybe you might want to get a hold of it for Monday, and then, you know, you can take a picture and show it to Bobby. Andy, how you? Good to be here. Mahalo kamoela, man, and thank you for yesterday. That was a lot of fun, and you really helped out the show. Okay, ooh, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna race to the bottom, try to get to the bottom so I can go back to the top of the slide. And I look, wow, good people. That's right, Anna. We are here practicing aloha. We are polite. In fact, Anna, check this out. This is Keola P, right? Tegan stayed doing girl things with her friends, but she said that it's not a Tori Richard. Is she right? No, this is a Tori Richards tonight. I know. Oh, I'm sorry. See how it all looks like one picture, but actually it's broken up right here, right? See? Yeah, I know. Keola P is 10 years old. His sister is 13. They're often here on the show, so we like to keep things family friendly, because plenty parents watch with their kids. You know, because maybe they like teach their kids how to talk funny kind like we do in Hawaii. I am not sure. Hey, don't you get double count for one switch between platforms? I don't know what you mean. I think Restream, the program I use to do that, you know, congeals all the numbers and says you have X amount of people. But you know, but right now there's 11 people watching on the Andrew side, 19 on the Andy side, and on YouTube we have another 101. So, you know, add that up, that's how many people watching. But it's interesting because on the Facebook side, plenty people watch after the fact. Like, like you look at, right, 24 people watching. You go, oh, it's not that many people, right? After we finish the show, and I go back and look at it tomorrow, and it's like, 1,000 views. So, I don't know. We just throw them out there, see what stick. And us, we believe in, can try, So we just throw them out there. That's right. Okay, so, 9 more minutes till I attempt to connect with Kim Taylor Reese. Now, you know what? If you're anticipating me talking to a world famous artist, my suggestion would be lower your expectations, because you never know how going. There we go. Hi, you Ku'aloha, my avatar crush. And you're on the Facebook side here today. I guess a lot of people go back and forth. That's cool. Yeah. Easy on her about the shirts, Keola. If can, I know. Well, one of these days I'd like to talk to her if she does, in fact, have an interest in fashion. Maybe that's what it's about. And cheers back at you, Melanie. And one shaka on the side. How's that? Oh, yay! Oh, thank you, Louise. So enthusiastic. Always nice to see your smiling face on my screen. Susan R. Ooh, you greet so good. There we go. If you do it, Andy, it's always good. Well, I have low expectations too. You know what? I take that back. I do not. I have very high expectations. Andy, right before I ordered delivery for dinner, I decided to lower my expectations. And it was a very good call. I was very happy with the results. Oh, mahalo medium Diet Coke. That's Miles, Dad. Yes, love you. Oh, thank you. But Andy, you're world famous. Maybe, I don't know. I doubt it. Not like Kim, though, I have to, when I do stand-up comedy, when I was on my motorcycle, when I did that, I would travel all over the country and perform for pockets of Hawaiians in different places, right? Everywhere you go, you see a Kim Taylor Reese picture, And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Every local store, every, local house, not every local house, plenty local households and whatever. Yeah, Kanani Weber, I would like to watch it. Oh, a private conversation. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. No make ni ele. Oh, gang. Gotta go meeting. I'll catch you later. Okay, Vicky Asanto. She show face, but then she has her church Zoom meetings that she goes to. So, have fun. I never know Kim, but I know Andy Bumatai. Wait till you see his work, Robert. Again, you might have seen his signature on the bottom of a picture, but when you see his art, you'll go, oh, that's the guy. I know. It's okay. It's not a contest. I'm not trying to, but I'm so happy to have him here. Oh, Chris. Hey, Chris. How's that? Hold on. We got to give you the official right there. Mahalo. Look at this. He's in Missouri, and Chris is a truck driver, and he checks in from all over the country. He was in Texas. They go, I'm in Mississippi. Oh, I'm in Oregon. Oh, I'm in Southern California. And right now, Chris is in Concordia, Missouri. That's how, right there. Stay safe, my brother. Aloha, Andy. Oh, aloha to all. Sorry, cannot name everybody. Good luck. Hey, Brock, come bike tour Canada after COVID, of course. Yeah, if I do, it'll be for fun, but I think stand-up comedy is pretty much over for me. You know, yeah. And the channel get 24,400 subs now. Hey, that's good. Yeah. Kamaka. Hey, doing one drive-by. Hey, Kamaka. Let's do a Skype interview. I think I sent you something. I don't know if you got it because I'm new to Skype, but I'd love to interview you too, bro. But gotta be Skype because that's what works with this fancy kind of software I stay using. Kamaka Brown, he's a comedian, originally from Hawaii, right here, and been on the mainland for a while, and but spreading the aloha. He and I toured. Was it last year? Maybe the year before, and the year before, or whatever. But worked a lot with that man. Funny bugger. Home safe from the fire smoking. Aloha, Andy and the gang. Oh, Ted, stay safe, all you guys in California. Don't breathe too much smoke unless it's by choice. Okay. Mahalo, Chris. There we go. Oh, aloha. Ooh, man, we screaming through here. Hey, aloha, Kamaka. That's from Opai Aomoto. Kamaka has contributed videos and such. Right? There we go. Hey, aloha, Andy. 4 o'clock power work. Miss you all. Yeah, Uncle Black, we get Kim Taylor Reese on the interview today, if I can make it work. And also, you were mentioned yesterday when we interviewed Kamuela Man. Yeah, your name always comes up. I don't know what I'm saying, but Uncle Black donated this right here. What's that right there? Oh, it's some kind of dot over there or whatever. Oh, hey, maybe I gotta do that. Oh, maybe I gotta do that. There we go. Hey, Uncle Black. Mahalo, you bugger. Thanks, Super chat. Wow, Aloha Friday. Miss you all. Well, try to come back, after 4. Oh, wait. Oh, that's in 2 minutes. Because we'll be talking to Kim Taylor Reese. Yes. If I can get it to work. So again, lower your expectations, okay? That way you will not be disappointed. Okay. Whew. Hey, aloha all. How you, Andre? Hey, Keola P saying mahalo, Uncle Black. Oh, double K for Leroy Hall. Yeah, that's good. Nice to see you that good. K-House send her love from Aussie land. Yes, brother, let's do it. Something fun. Let's make the Kanaka Tech connection. Hey, when you talk to K-How, right? Ask her if she has Skype. And if you haven't used yours in a year, because everybody, I know you do those on the porch Zoom meetings with everybody and their brother. So, try fire up Skype if you check them out if you can. Appreciate it. Hey, what's this here? Kim Taylor Reese. Oh, hold on. Maybe we're bringing them in. Hold on. Here we go. I'm waiting. I'm reconnecting. There is a poor network connect. Oh, here we go. Kim, hold on, you. Wait. Hey, I got him on my screen. Hold on. Come on, you. Wait. I can do this. Boop.
Wait, I gotta turn up my volume or plug in my.
There's cute, ladies and gentlemen. I was expecting to give him one cool kind opening, but you know what, brother? Just went jump up on my screen, so we're gonna grab him right now. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh no, now I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. Wait, hold on. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, there, and I can hear you. Can you hear me? If you can, we're right there. Right on, brother. Hold on, let me get my buttons straight. See if they work. Okay. See this. Oh man, hold on. Oh, little this. Okay, this one.
There you go.
Yeah. See, I want to practice so this is so we can see both of us, right? Okay.
Okay.
This is you by yourself, and in case you gotta dig your nose, this is me by myself.
Okay.
Hey, first of all, Kim, thank you so much for doing this.
Oh no, it's my pleasure. I love you, buddy. I mean, anything anything you want to do. I love the show. I love what you've been doing. So
Yeah.
it's an honor to be with you.
I appreciate it, Kim. And I guess the last time we did an interview was in the car. You remember that show?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
That
and
was
you know
fun.
what? When Jerry Seinfeld did one that was so similar to mine by coincidence, right?
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I thought about was how many people do art in your style. How did you deal with that?
You know what? I just always tried to stay ahead of them. When they would come out with a different poster, a different image, or something like that, I would publish a book. So it was kind of one of those things where I just kind of had to try and stay ahead of all of the people that were copying my style.
You,
Um, yeah.
go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
one of the things I did is a long time ago, I did a lecture to the Maui Photography Society. And I think one of the guys over there like tape recorded everything I did, everything I said, and he started doing it. So it was like, oh
Oh,
well,
goodness.
I kind of gave away the store on that. But
You
I was
know,
able to stay ahead of them, and most of them have dropped out now.
you know, it's funny because 6 months before Jerry coincidentally did a show exactly like mine, I did a video on how I did it. You know, where I set the cameras in the car up and all this kind of stuff. You okay? You still hear me?
Okay, yeah,
Can
I just got you back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see your screen flickering. So let me know
Yeah.
if you want me to
No,
repeat. Go ahead.
no, you asked me a question about when I said I just tried to stay ahead of the other people that were copying my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where you were after that one.
Okay. Well, we'll move
uh,
on. Can you see these when I put these up on the screen? Can you see the
uh,
little? These are chat.
yeah.
These are people saying fantastic, aloha Kim, and it's like
Oh,
your work is so iconic. Love it. This is Alden. These are people
thank
from
you.
all over the world.
Wow, cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Can
Well,
you
you got a
go ahead?
cool setup there, Andy.
Oh, brah. Yeah, I'm telling you what. We've been working on it a long time. This is Uncle Black. Hey, they try copy Kim's work. However, not the same. It's the artist still have two pieces.
Oh, cool.
As Uncle Black said
Thank you,
that.
Uncle. Thank you, Uncle.
Yeah. Hey,
Uh,
look at this one here. Hey, how lovely, right? Aloha, Kim. This is Keola P. He's 10 years old and a regular on our show.
oh, great. Hey, Keola.
There you go. And here's Melanie. Hi, Kim. Aloha. Yeah. Hey,
Aloha,
guys,
Melanie.
when you comment to Kim, maybe you might want to say where you're from because, he's not as familiar with all the people we talk to as I am. But still, you know what, Kim? Can you do me a favor and talk a little bit about when you first started and that art teacher that dissuaded you from going into art? Remember that story?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I'm uh, I'm colorblind, so my art teachers told me that if I didn't change my major, I'd end up being a starving artist. And so I changed my major and I went, I got a degree in something else. And then I wanted to get back into art, so I started photographing the dancers and did it to draw and paint the images that I was capturing in the film. But what I found was that it was like losing the impact or losing the emotional connection. And every time I paint something, it kind of lost a generation. So what I did is I just kind of stayed with photography and black and white, so I didn't have to worry about being colorblind. Uh, and uh, and I did it sepia tone so that it looked like it came out of the Bishop Museum because I wanted to give the people a feeling of older style, the hula kihiko. And a lot of times they thought it was coming out of the Bishop Museum, and after a few years, they figured out that I was doing it not live, and it wasn't a museum thing, and it just I think it worked really well with a lot of people. There's I look for an emotional connection or a kind of a communication from the dancer with the people that are looking at the artwork, and it's just really rewarding for me to have somebody connect with that and be able to experience the same kind of feeling that I get when I work with the dancers.
You,
So
you know, this show was what we call a happy accident. One day I accidentally went on live, right? And then I did it the next day and the next day, and it kind of evolved into this. That's a little what happened with yours, with the black and white and the sepia.
yeah, yeah, it is, and I just I worked with the dancers for like a couple of years, and then I was able to quit my day job and just be an artist. Been working with dancers now for 40 years, but it's built over the years. I've been able to build it and, develop other things that people have wanted, like the sculptures and the statues and
Well, you know what?
different things.
You mentioned that. Take a look at this here. This is one of my favorite pieces right here. These are
Oh,
statues that you made, right? Now, pardon the low quality, but I just grabbed them from the internet here, right? This is one
yeah,
for the people who may not be familiar with the two people on the chat that may not be familiar. Here's some more of his work. You see this kind of stuff here. I mean, this is so beautiful. And I always talk about how I love black and white. There's just it's difficult to do.
yeah, and it has a different feeling. I mean, you can kind of put yourself into it more, I think, than in some of the color images of dancers and that kind of stuff. So um, it just has a whole different emotional kind of a feeling and connection when you look at it, which I really enjoy too. I really like that.
Oh, and when I tell people, I say, you take a look. This is the one we. By the way, we went on live accidentally there a little bit, and people were chatting. What does he mean? Can you pull the lay up a little?
Oh no! Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's
Don't
okay.
aside.
But I mean, this is
Well,
still.
there's always a little bit of I don't know, a little sensuality about it. I mean, we've got them covered up, but it's kind of a tease thing, I think, in a way. And I was trying to take people back to an earlier time when the dancers actually didn't wear leis or anything; they wore feathers. But I mean, I've given them a lei to kind of be a little more discreet about the whole thing. But at the same time, I still wanted that feeling of the older the ancient Hawaiian, the Olapa dance that they actually did. I did a lot of research in the Bishop Museum for years over there. They thought I lived in the Ray Jerome Baker collection because I was doing a lot of research on the not just the early photography but the early drawings and stuff of the Hawaiian people when the Westerners came in and started making photographs and not photographs, but drawings and that kind of stuff, and like actually writing down a history instead of the oral history that the Hawaiian people had. So I wanted to take them back to that time, but I didn't want to give them a whole. I don't think it would have flown in a lot of the museums and galleries
Yeah.
if it would have just all been out there.
Well,
So I was,
people were surprised when I said, "Hey, I got a photo session coming up, and it's going to be shot by Kim Taylor Reese." And they went, "Nah, how'd you get him?" I said, "Well, he's a friend, and he's doing me a favor." And I said, "Oh," I go. They said, "Yeah, we know his style." Now, for the people who have never seen these pictures that Kim shot of me, I asked them. I said, "Can you give me some badass biker shots?" So here, let me show you what he did. This is great stuff here. Hold on. How's that?
that's Andy dancing.
And then here's
Andy
another
Pula.
one of my favorites here. Check this out.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
But we took a lot of pictures, and I was going, I got to do some in the Kim Taylor Reese style. But you know what? You did take one of my absolute favorite motorcycle pictures, me on a motorcycle. Did you lose me? Did you lose me? Are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm back.
Oh, you
I don't
back?
know what this. These things are new. I don't know how to use these ear pod things or buds.
Oh yeah, that's what. Hey, no shame. Wire next time. But what I was about to say was you took one of my all-time favorite me and a motorcycle picture. Here, let me show it to you. Here, hold on. You remember this?
Oh yeah, I love that motorcycle. You built that
Yeah,
motorcycle.
I built that.
That's the coolest
Yeah,
bike I've seen in a long time.
I recently sold it, and I'll give you two guesses
Oh,
why. you know,
comfortable.
Oh my! Well, that and it's the money thing. I lost a year's worth of work, which was my next question, Kim. You do a lot of business online. You were
Right.
probably better suited for this coronavirus than most people. How has it worked out for you?
It's actually worked out pretty well. I've been up at the gallery on the North Shore of Sacred Falls for about the last 2 or 3 months, kind of trying to stay in quarantine or whatever, away from a lot of people, and it's given me a chance to really work on the gallery and stuff. In the last 3 years, we uh, started putting our stuff online, and we were already kind of ready for to get rid of the gallery, and it's on the market right now. It's for sale
Yeah.
after 30 years. But we found that I really don't need that big of a space, that much maintenance on on a house, on a beach house. Um, and so what we put it on the market because we already had the internet stuff set up. And now that the coronavirus has hit us all, it's not great, but it's steady, it's stable, and like you said, it's all over the world. I mean, we're shipping out orders still every day, all over the world from the internet. So it's kind of sad in a way that the gallery's not going to be there after somebody comes in and buys it. It's a great place. I love that place. I'm really
Oh
going to
my!
miss it.
And
But
you're right across the street from the ocean. I mean,
we,
that's so
we,
beautiful. Yeah.
the other thing that's happened is the ocean. They fixed the road out there
Yeah.
because it was caving in. But they fixed all of that. But now the ocean is coming in underneath the bridge, and now I've got little kids in my neighborhood. I've got a beach right in the river, and all these little 4 and 5 year olds are over there in front of the house learning how to boogie board. So it's like a little beach, and it's like it turned into a mom's beach. I mean,
Oh
they all
man.
come over, and all the kids, that aren't in school and that kind of stuff are too little. They
Yeah.
come over, and it's safe. It's a great swimming place, and it's just it's actually turning out better. Now I can watch the waves come up from my door. But it's across the little lane.
Yeah.
But
I,
I mean, it's safe, but it's like a really close beach now.
I remember when you gave me directions to your house. You go down the road. When you see the only tree on the on the right, turn left because it's right in front of your lane there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That little tree.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what's in the future? I know the online thing is going. You're letting the gallery go. Um, what's coming
Yeah,
up?
well, actually, you know what happened last week? I ended up going over to Straub Hospital and having a treadmill test,
Wow.
a stress test, and I flunked. So this, like about 7 days ago, they brought me in and they did an angiograph where they put a couple of stents in my heart.
Huh?
Uh, so I'm still kind of recuperating from that right now. Yeah, but it was they went up the artery in my arm, and they went into my heart, and they were able to open up a couple of veins in my heart and put stents in so that the blood would flow through. My cardiologist was amazing. The people over at Straub I mean, they've just really got it together. The nurses and the staff, and I mean,
Yeah.
even the woman you call up and order your lunch from, she's very, very pleasant,
Yeah.
very patient, and I mean that whole place just really, really did a good job. And I was out the next day. I spent the night next day, and I'm back at home, like recuperating. Uh, a couple of things that came from that. This is kind of weird. I don't want to be weird about it, but
No.
I mean, I liked it. But I had a couple of dancers that I talked to over the last couple of years that said, we talked about getting together and doing a photo shoot. And after my wife posted that on the internet, a couple of them called me up, and it's like, listen, I want to do a photo shoot now before you're gone.
Oh man.
Those are beautiful. I haven't been able to do a
Okay, yeah, we're losing you there a
my
little bit.
first photo shoot. And I mean, there are people that I've always wanted to get together with, but um,
Yeah.
it's
You know
kind of
what's
one of those things.
it's funny is like suddenly your calendar is just completely full, right? Right?
I know.
And I just know your humor. I got a feeling you turned to Kanoy and said, "We should have thought of this heart thing a year ago."
Yeah, yeah.
But are you
Well,
working? Are
the
you
thing is,
slowing down?
no, not really. We put together a calendar
Mm-hmm.
for next year, but now we don't have any printers because everything's kind of shut down. So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens with that.
Wow.
We're working on a lot of other stuff. I'm on the board of directors at the Arts at Mark's Garage downtown by the Hawaii Theater. That is, we brought in a new director, Matthew Kelty. He's really, really great. He's like turned the place around, got it really organized. They remodeled, but they kind of refurbished the whole place and made it look really great. So when the pandemic's over, I mean, they're going to be ready to do some amazing, just some really great shows
Mm-hmm.
and some performances over there too. So exciting. I'm excited about photographing. I mean, I kind of go through withdrawals if I don't photograph somebody every
Yeah.
couple of weeks. So
You,
this is like really exciting.
I can't tell you how many people I told this story to. Okay, and so Kim and I, right? We're driving in my car. I'm interviewing him, right? And I go, oh, look at that bottle over there. It's the same color as the car. And you were out of that car so fast. And you had your camera out and you were laying on the ground and you shot the bottle. And I'm going, but, Kim, we're doing an interview here. You know what I mean? But
I know.
you were like a little kid, that is that natural? I mean, it's of course natural, but
Yeah.
how do you maintain that enthusiasm?
It's my passion. It's just something that I've always loved, and I get really, really excited about being able to photograph people, mostly people, but sometimes bottles.
Yeah. Hey, here's a
But
question
yeah,
I want to help you answer, right? And this is it said this is Lady Tie Dye. She's an artist herself here, and she says, Andy, where do you find Kim's work? Now, I want to show you some fancy stuff I'm able to do here, Kim. Okay.
okay,
So what I can do is now it's going to take me just a little bit here because I have to minimize that, minimize that. I practiced all day on this and minimize this. Then I bring up, hold on, I bring this up, right? And then watch this. Bink.
oh,
Can you
wow.
see that? Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, this is kimtaylorreese.com. This is the website right here, okay? And if you see right here, there's that lamp, right? Which agon kapu
yeah,
after the show, by the way, because it would look perfect on my set. But you click over here on shop, right? Hold on, shop. It's loading, and then you can see all of his stuff right here. You see this here? And look at the prices. Look at that. Aloha wine stopper, right?
those are those are really popular.
And I'm telling you, that the ancient Hawaiians, if they had bottles, they would be buying those. But look at this here. This is how you do it, folks. You go to kimtaylorreese.com. Okay? So how's that? Pretty mean, huh?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
yeah. The other speaking of bottles, the rum company, Kohana Rum, that I do a couple of times a year.
Uh-huh.
We missed the middle of this year because they shifted over from rum to sanitizers, and donated it to Queens and all the hospitals and that kind of stuff. But we'll probably do another limited edition rum around Christmas time. And what we
Oh,
do is we take these French glass bottles and we etch a dancer on there. And then I go use like a
we'll wait till,
2%
I don't know if,
Corona rum.
oh, you dropped out there
So
for a second. That's okay. No, we can't hear you. You're being
can you hear me now?
censored by Kanoi. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I can hear you really well.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not even touching it. I don't know what's happening.
Oh,
It's
Uncle
reacting. But
Black.
no, the,
You wait, Kim. I got to stop you here for a second. Look at this here. Uncle Black, one of my, we have a thing here on the thing. You can super chat. And it's like a tip jar, and right. Uncle Black just donated $250 and said, "Andy, buy the lamp now after on the show." So you know what, Kim? If do you still have that lamp available?
I think we probably,
Well, if you do, put my name on it. Oh,
yeah,
oh,
we do.
do you? You know,
Oh,
with the wait, hold on. Let me get back on camera here. Sorry. Can you hear me? Okay. Are you
yeah,
there?
yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
You know the female with the hula with her hands up on and that one. If that lamp is still available, put my name on it, please, and I'll contact you
Okay,
after we pow.
I'll tell my boss.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I mentioned Kanoi.
Yeah, she's the best. I mean, she has been taking such great care of me. I mean,
Yeah.
after the hospital and all of that, I've never met anybody like her who's so just dedicated and just there. I mean, it's amazing. It's really amazing. I got really lucky when I married her, Hawaiian girl.
I gotta tell you something, bro. Having worked with her and the different things we did, and so
Oh,
people
thank
know
you very much.
because Kim is too humble to say this, but a lot of guys go, oh, and you get the girls with the lei, whoa, you must be spocking all kind of it, and Kanoi is right there to make the girls feel
Yeah,
completely comfortable at all times, and I think
and
that's
and to make them
something
look good.
make them look good, but also to make sure that they're comfortable and that
Yeah,
they ain't brought us in a car 20 feet away going, oh, mean.
yeah. That's really important though when you're doing a photography shoot because if they're not comfortable, it actually shows up in the pictures. You can see it in their face, and it's good to have to kind of make sure everything's like going going smooth and they're okay. But
Exact.
yeah,
Well, I mean, you watch these fashion photographers, they're just, you look great. Oh my goodness. Yeah, give me more of that. Oh, how do you do it? You're beautiful. But your set is, I've never been on one, but what I've heard, from the gals who have done it, they said, you trust Uncle Kim like nobody.
yeah. I'll always make them look good and
Yeah,
feel good.
right. And
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of it though, I don't need to direct the dancers because they already got their favorite song in their head. They know what they're doing. So yeah, I just have to give them a little bit of direction, but
yeah.
overall, I mean,
Do
it's a great experience.
Are you playing music in the background for them, or are they just?
Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we actually have somebody that comes and chants for them, but the
Oh,
majority of the time, they have their own favorite song in their head that they practice probably all their life. And I just have them do that so that they know what they're doing. And it's their favorite song or their favorite dance. And I just let them go for it.
hey,
And then,
Kim. I know you do, primarily the hula and the hula dancers and such like that. But I found a picture of Taimani that you took. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. Do you remember doing
uh,
this one here?
yeah, yeah, I do. I do.
How
Um,
often do you do non-hula stuff? And I know you did mine as a friend. Was that What happened with?
I I do a lot of musician. To me, music is like what inspires me. And if I can give back to the musicians, the young ones and the ones that have been around for a while, I've done probably at least 100 different album covers, and people don't know about it. Back to Naleo Pile Mehana to Taimani. I shot her a couple of times. We did a really fun one underwater one time. It was really
Wow,
cool. I
wow.
know, yeah.
But when I look at
She's so creative. She's very amazing.
this picture of Taimani, right? For me, what makes the shot and just gives it that extra spark is her left hand. Whose idea was that?
It's kind of a style that I've developed, so I kind of wanted to work with it or stay with it. We did some other stuff too, but I wanted to at least give her some of the stuff that I'm known for.
No, but you see her left hand, the way she's like almost offering it up. Can you see that well enough?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, was
Oh,
that
yeah.
was that a collaboration? Did it happen on an?
Yeah. What we were doing there was she wanted to do a thing with fire and water.
Fire and
Yeah,
water.
yeah, the elements. She wanted to do an album with the elements. And what we were going to do later was to, in the computer, like put a fire in her hands and then have the
Oh,
ocean behind and all of that. So
oh, I get it.
that's part of what that was.
Yeah.
Um, I think she just liked that image, so we never got any farther. It's like, okay, that's good enough. We're
Yeah,
done.
that worked. Here, Curtis from the chat says, Kim, you capture their souls with each exposure. It shows in the emotion they exhibit.
See that's somebody who's connected with what I'm doing, and that's what I try and do. I try to give them something that they can connect with and feel what is happening at the time with the dancer or with the musician or model or
Hmm.
yeah, the people that I work with. I really try and find an image that really communicates and brings out feelings in the people that are looking at it. Um,
How often do you
that
hear that sort of thing? You know, people saying you
uh,
captured the soul.
I, well, not that often. Well, no, I do. I guess I hear it not really a lot, but when I do hear it, it makes me feel good that I've accomplished what I wanted to do, and I've been able to share a feeling or an emotion with another person that's looking at the image, and that's I think to me that's my reward is to be able to do that and share that with other people.
You know, I don't know if you heard when I was saying, guess who's going to be our guest today? And I was going, I travel around and perform primarily for pockets of Hawaiian. Most places I go, you see a Kim Taylor Reese hanging somewhere, right? And it's been like that for 20 years. In fact, here's one. Look at this one. This is William Humphrey, and he says, "Love your work, Mr. Reese. Have three pieces here in Dallas. One appears to be very early shot at Manoa Falls."
Oh, maybe, yeah, yeah. I try and find really interesting or really great locations
Yeah.
uh, to share that part of Hawaii with other people too.
Here's another one,
Uh,
Kim. This is Kamoela Man from Kamoela, Hawaii, and he says, "Kim, could someone hire you for a photo shoot?"
uh,
Oh, wait. You got censored just then,
Honestly, before I
evidently.
never did that before.
Wait.
Uh,
You dropped out. Can you start that over? Are you available for hire? Was the question.
okay, I think I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. My wife changed her business model, so now they will let me do that, do photographs for people if they want
Oh,
to do like a commission thing. I can do it.
okay, but you.
Before they wouldn't let me. Before it was like, no, 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 you don't have time for that.
Uh,
You have all these other projects, calendars and posters and
yeah.
art shows and things like that. But now, I guess just in the last couple of years, we've kind of opened it up, so we will do that. If
And
they can't dance, though, we can't fake
yeah.
it.
Oh, I get it. But we're not talking about, hey, bro, my sister getting married in Manoa. You can, not that kind
Oh,
of,
yeah, yeah, no, no,
yeah.
no. I would, it wouldn't be good to have me do your wedding.
Can you?
No.
I'm trying to imagine the groom.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I do kind of party pictures and get the back of everybody's head at the wedding, and it's like it just doesn't. That's a whole specialized kind of a thing. Uh, so I leave that to the professional wedding photographers.
Oh, that's great, man. Hey, listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Believe it or not, it's been a half an hour already.
Oh my God! Well,
Doesn't it go
yeah.
faster? Tell us, I'm looking at the art behind you that you're sitting in front of, okay? And here's my
Okay.
question. Um, who are the artists that interest you?
Uh, there's a lot. Yeah, these are other artists, and I collect other artists' work.
Yeah.
Um, One over here that's Henri Cartier-Bresson, he was a French photographer. He passed away maybe about 10 years ago. He was very influential. The one right behind me of this ballet dancer, where am I?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Over here.
Yeah.
Um, that's a guy named Howard Schatz, and I did a show of his work in the gallery out in Sacred Falls. He photographed the San Francisco Ballet underwater. He has a book called Water Dance. It's just amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I love his work. Another one is a woman named Ruth Bernhardt. She passed away probably about 10 years ago, but when she was like 99 years old, I got a chance to meet her in San Francisco. I really appreciate other artists' work, and I when I can, I've collected a lot of the local artists here too. I've got Wayne Levin, who did an image of a woman over on the Big Island where there are freshwater caves underneath the ocean. And Wayne went in and took a picture of a girl going down with a gourd to get fresh water and coming back up. And I have that picture in here too. Um,
Wow.
I just really appreciate other people's artwork.
Hmm.
I think that's probably why I'm on the board over at the Arts at Mark's Garage, because you get to work with all of these
Hmm.
artists that are just amazing here in Hawaii. And you got to be good, or you wouldn't be in Hawaii.
Oh, one last question, and then we'll let you go. Okay. What advice do you have for young artists today, especially in this new normal?
Um, Practice a lot, shoot every day, and if you are getting stuff that you like and that you feel good about, put it out there. You've got to put your work out there. If people don't know who you are, you could be Michelangelo, you could be the best artist in the world, but if nobody's ever heard of you, you're going to end up being a starving artist, like my teachers told me I would be. Uh, so you've got to put it out there. I mean, sign up for shows. Marx has got shows. The Honolulu Museum over on Beretania has artists of Hawaii. Put your stuff out there. Let other people see. And the other thing, that probably one of the biggest things, is persistence, or just stay with it. Longevity. It's longevity. Just stay with it. If you love what you're doing, it makes you feel good. If it makes other people happy, don't give up.
And
If you're just starting out, just stick with it.
and for the young people, you're talking more than just social media, right? Actual brick and mortar galleries.
Right. Yeah. Social media is great right now, but at the same time, you need to kind of build an audience, and you need to let people see what you're doing. So, yeah, I mean, museums, galleries, um, just all kinds, any place you can put your artwork. Um, yeah,
Hmm.
online is probably one of the best ones right now. But if you could put it in a restaurant, and they'll, feed you lunch once a week or whatever. I don't know. Uh, I, you know, just it's you just have to get out there so that people know. what you've got to offer and what's going on. And I think with the audience, your work will adjust so that, and you will adjust so that you see what other people can grab onto or can relate to. And it'll just make your work better. It'll make it better.
Here's Andre saying, I just ordered some nice stuff from Kim online shop. Nice. Here's another one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, here's one. How were your models chosen?
A lot of times, I used to go to Mary Monarch all the time, and I would find dancers over there. What's happening now is I'll photograph one dancer, and he may tell me about the internet right now. People are contacting me on like Instagram or.
Yeah. Yeah, you fell out there. But here, let me ask you a question, and because we can't hear you right now, but I don't know if you can see this here, but this is this is interesting. It says, this discussion with Kim is so interesting. I already checked out his website. Lots of stuff, lots of lamps. Should have bought more 25 years ago. Well, we can't hear you. No more. Yeah. Yep. And I heard the tap. Try saying something. No, you're dead.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now. You're
Okay.
back now.
Sorry.
Not your problem. But you know what, Kim, I got to tell you. First of all, thank you for the interview. Okay, and then
Thank you.
and secondly, for all the people who said he's having health problems, my art might go up in price.
And if you're a dancer, you better get photographed quick.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to be around for another 15 years.
I hope so, Kim. Hey, thank you so much for being here, man. And the Hamajang Gang thanks you. And anytime you want to be back on Daily Pidgin Live, check it out. And please tell Kanoi that this is on all 3 platforms, and you can go rewatch it later after the fact.
Cool. Okay. Kanoi's my computer girl.
Yeah, she is. Okay. Aloha. Thanks, Kim. Oh, man. There you go, gang. Wow. Whew. I'm exhausted. How was that? Oh, this has been awesome. Mahalo, Viv. Yeah, thank you. Look here. Wow, thank you so much, Kim Teller-Reese, for the interview. Your art is amazing. Oh, and thank you again to Uncle Black. And I'm sorry that I couldn't, acknowledge the super chat here. I'm trying to wind back. Look at this for the $25 for right here from Island Boy Air right here. I wanted to do this, but didn't want to interrupt what he was saying. Look at this super chat for shipping cost. Mahalo. And again, thank you, Uncle Black. We're going to see the Kim Taylor lamp right here. And I'm going to put my little candle bulb in there too. So, ooh, there we go. Yeah. Coming up, we have on the interview side, we have Lanai. He'll be here. I have to look at the calendar, but we also have Augie T. I think that's next Friday, and then Tumua is tomorrow. Tumua Tuine, Hawaii's new up and coming comedian. So that's what we got coming up here. All right, gang. We went a little past the 4 turtles. Couldn't interrupt what he was saying. So what we're gonna do now is take a little break, right? So go bathroom, whatever. But first, mahalo Frog Mabani. Come on, I can do it. I always have to stop the chat to catch it nowadays. Right there. Thanks, Ooh, and appreciate it. There we go. So let's take a little intermission here, gang. Mahalo once again. And this is a shot by Kamwela Man. It's the little waterfall creek on the Big Island. There you go. We are back. Okay, gang. A lot of good chat going on there. I'm sorry, I normally never throw the chat up onto the Four Turtles, but I'm all excited about having talked to Kim, and I was boop throwing it up there, you know. But Brendan said something cool about getting back into photography and reapplying himself, you know, and you know that's so interesting when someone gets inspired like that from someone, you know. And I think my favorite part of the story was art teachers. You're never gonna make it. And I forgot who it was. Whop your jaws, art teachers. Oh, when I get my paints, I will paint this one. Who took a picture of it? Oh, there you go. Oh, of the creek? Oh, yeah, that would make a beautiful painting. Love these four turtles. That's from Kualoha. It's such a good show tonight. Gonna watch it again later when the baby calls. Night Gangy. Okay, there we go. Whew. What is that? What is what? I don't know, but hey, Brother Bruce giving us the wellness check right there. So I have another video, but after that I was thinking, you know, let's just chat a little bit here, and then what time we got? 1:45. Like I said, we're gonna holo through Kalihi Small Kind, but somebody on the, you know, I get email requests by the shy people, right? And one of them was motorcycle stuff. Hey, I love the when you do the motorcycle stuff. Can you do that? So I have one that's kind of motorcycle. So here's the choice, you guys. We can, you know, I did that bully bash thing where I went and talked to the dogs, which is kind of motorcycle, and I have the Toys for Tots video that I shot last December, of course, before all the Rona. So you let me know which of those you'd like to see. We throw that up a little bit, and then we'll do the holo. But I gotta tell you, you know, as you know, it's weird when you talk to Kim, you don't realize how well known the guy is, literally all over the world. You know, he's like, hi, brother, what's going on? See, here's Uncle Black saying, I still have some pogs from Kim Taylor Reese. Wow. Okay, good night, Jacob. Give him one big hug from the Ohana. Yeah, he sent me a picture of his baby being kind of habut, but maybe I'll show it tomorrow. The little baby. Hello, Indian gang from Florida. How's it, Arlene? How you? Ooh, Andy, shock on your shirt. Oh, thank you. Another Tori Richards from, you know, my Savers Raid. Okay, there's the K right there. Whop your jaws. Was that you, Rich, who said that one? Raja, yeah. I love that, you know. Yesterday I fell down a 20-foot ladder. Thank goodness I was on the third step. Oh, thank you, Daz. The comic relief, Gangy, right there. Love the interview. So down to earth. I know Viv, and he's like that. You know, we rode in the car, and it's been a couple years now, but we're riding around, and he's like, oh, yeah, you know, come to my house. His studio is gorgeous. It's on the North Shore, like he said, right across from the ocean and stuff. But guess what? He's letting it go, you know, and that says a lot about the effect of the Rona. But oddly enough, if I understood him correctly, and yeah, he was going in and out, he kind of, like me, was let I let my TV show go, but he let that thing be just before the Rona, kind of an accidentally on purpose sort of thing. Oh, Uncle Black, come on, bro. Oh no, look. I'm embarrassed. Please, brother. Oh my goodness, bro. I gotta give you the official, bro. Black. We got more to come, but not already, okay? Like not already for the next 3 months. How's that? But yeah, I really appreciate it and your support for the show. But as you can see, we're constantly working on it, constantly trying to improve. And mahalo for all the support. Oh man, Uncle Black, you are a real Hawaiian Superman. Oh man, I know. Look at that. Mahalo, Uncle Black. Mahalo, Uncle Black. Ooh. Wow, mahalo, Uncle Black. Uncle Black, what? Look, aloha, Gangi. Been gone this week, taking my daughter to college. Yeah, we did that. Lots of tears, but it's a good thing. Yeah, I know. Hey, Danny, on the Facebook side with a different avatar. Aloha, Arlene. I'm in Orlando. Okay, Gangi, I'm convinced Uncle Black is Santa Claus. You're convinced? Oh my goodness. Zamboni. Whoo, Uncle Black, mahalo. Andy, how many Aloha shirts are in your collection? I don't know. I probably have 30 or 35 or something like that. I used to have more, but I gave a whole bunch away when I didn't think, And recently I went to Savers and, I spent, like $100 and got 6 shirts or something crazy like that. One of these at Tory Richards is like $165. No way I would spend that for a shirt. Not after after you get them cheap. Hard right there. Brendan, Andy, I will send you some of my ticks. You tell me what you think. No, Brendan, please. I am not, I'm not that good. Right? You should send them to somebody who has a gallery or somebody who knows about art. Me, I'll go, oh, that's nice, and I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction, whatever, Andy, oh, shaka for you. I think the UN fall victim to the, spell checker right there. Well, shaka, Oh, Andy, interview will make this show blossom. Kamala Man said the same thing yesterday. Andy, how long after the live show finishes do you make the replay available? I'm really anxious for Matt to see this interview, hoping it will inspire him to resume his art. Usually fairly quickly, unless my wife goes, oh, I got to talk to you or something, and I got to go out there, but at least within a half an hour. And if the chat isn't there, that takes a while to propagate. So, and since you act, Auntie, I'll get up here, I'll go boom, I'll do it right away. And again, it's always on Facebook right away. As soon as I hang up, boom, it's there, but not on the YouTube side. I physically have to do it, okay? Oh, long answer for a short question, huh? What do you think? Yeah, Island Boy, super chat. I second what Uncle Black said. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. I will work hard to get the best interviews I can, and it may be like that where they have a bad connection, And by the way, so this is how cool Kim is. I texted him, bro, you know what? And he goes, oh, that sounds great. And I said, but we need to do it on Skype. He says, I don't have Skype. And I went, oh, and he goes, but wait a minute, let me try downloading it and we'll figure it out. And this is 2 hours ago. So he did all that just to be able to do our interview. Ah, man. No, Uncle Black is the Santa Claus that works 365 days, not just one night. It's more insightful than you know, Andre. Hey, mahalo, Island Boy. Oh, Island Boy, mahalo, Island Boy. Uncle Black, you so gracious, mahalo. Ooh, awesome, Uncle Black. Another small Diet Pepsi, please. Oh, oh. Every time I see Miles's name, medium Diet Coke, I always think of, hey, Cash King, mahalo, you bugger, hold on. There we go. Thanks, Hey, good to have you back, bro. We missed you too. Medium Diet Coke reminds me of a bit I used to do, right? And it used to go, it went like this. I said, I was at a drive-in. This actually happened. And I said, oh, what size, Cokes do you have? And the guy goes, oh, this is large and this is medium. And I went, well, you don't have no. I said, can I have a small Coke? And he goes, no, we only get large and medium. I said, huh? How can you have medium? Medium means between something. And brother, he said to me, oh, bro, our medium is between big and nothing. I went, oh, okay. Oh, Brandon, of course we like Luke. Yeah. Oh, KLP, they get free feed from the shark coupons for the dislikers. Yeah. You never know. There's always somebody, right? You never know what their agenda is, Who knows? So you got to do your own thing. And you know what we do here, what we agreed on when we first started, maybe I should talk more about it, but when we get kind of scabby bagas, the kind of moy lepo, people who, we don't go after them. We just ignore them. They like put, thumbs down. That's fine. Okay. Mahalo. It's like what I've been learning to do, and you hear me, talk about myself like this because I'm trying to reinforce it when people say, hey, you're ugly, you're pigeon junk, the way you look, you're old, they kind of do that. My standard answer nowadays, oh yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay, bro. Anything else? Hey, Keolani, mahalo. Met Kim a couple decades ago and got one of his pictures then. Great to see him. Thanks, Andy. Oh, you got him right there. Keolani, appreciate it, man. Yeah, mahalo, Keolani. Yeah, I know. Look right there. Boom, Keolani. Thanks, Keolani. Whoa, you guys, you fast. I'm seeing them late or something, but you guys right on top of things. Thanks, Cash King. Mahalo, Keolani. Thanks. Look, all the mahalos. Yep, all's good. Right there, Cash King. Whew. Mahalo for the thumbs down. And an interaction with the show is better than no interaction at all. It's weird, but it's how YouTube works. I've been told that, but anybody trying to insult me, I go, you got to get real creative because over 40 years, I promise you, I have heard a few things. Right on. Okay, hey, oh, you know what? What time is it now? 4:58. You know what? Let's just play the holo holo in the background. I didn't get any feedback on if you like see one small kind video. So let's just throw the holo holo up. This goes back through Kalihi. Okay, remember that? I don't know if you remember this, but this is when I went as far back in Kalihi Valley as I could with my truck. Look at this bridge. I just love this. And I'm going to turn down the sound because we don't even hear the truck motor. Yeah. Oh. Mad Statter, that's what my old editor, newspaper, used to say when someone complained of what I wrote or canceled a sub. Because of it, got 'em thinking. Lady Tie-Dye, that was a thing on radio too. When somebody called to complain or the phones lit up like crazy, he said, look at that, we're getting reaction. Because for every bad one, there's usually, 10 good ones that don't call, right? Ooh, I love the jungle. I know, this is the Kalihi jungle. Andy, who you got for tomorrow's interview? Tumua Tuine. That's Mark Tuine's, his son, or, the football player, UH. Yeah, this is the son who also played for UH, but now he's a stand-up comedy. He's a stand-up comic, and he does these comedy skits on Instagram and stuff. I'm gonna try to throw some of those up, but it's gonna be in that up and down aspect ratio that the young people like. But that tumor tuine, Uncle Black, for tomorrow. And again, I hope can work. Oh, you need to gain up your microphone. You know what, John? I'm not going there. I don't change it, and you know, you can turn your volume up, but there's, you know, a lot of people on, and you're the only one that said maybe it's too low. You know, I'm sorry, but I tried that the other day, and oh, now it's too loud. Oh, make them down small kind. Oh, make the music loud. You know, whatever. Is anyone else having trouble hearing me except John Stanton? If so, you know, if we get a lot of, yeah, you know, oh, I'll be here. There you go. That'd be nice. Man, do you want to heckle a comedian that was a football player? And he get big body too. Real nice guy, real polite, you know, and anyway, you'll get to talk to him, and a handsome bugger too for the ladies who, you know, interested in guests that are easy on the eyes. He's a handsome bugger too. Tonight, okay, gang. I'll go moi moi. See you tomorrow. All right, Keolapi. Thanks, for joining us. Glad you were able to watch that. A lot of people thought of you when during the interview. Whoop. Okay, I don't know what this means, but let's go for it. Nope. I love this neighborhood. Yeah. And this street is Kalihi Street, Robert. You know how you get to Kalihi Street all the way down, and it's like Kalihi Street in the middle of town? This is way back, still Kalihi Street. I know. Good night, Keolapi. How's it, Susan? Oh, there we go. Good night, Keolapi. Sweet dreams, and thanks, Keolapi. Keep up all the good work. Ooh, clear over here. See, Viv? No problem hearing you. Here's Wild Willie. Audio is perfect. That's Mark right there. Okay, Keola, good night. Oh, mahalo, Keolapi. Good sleeps. Mahalo, Keolapi. Good night. Ooh, loud and clear, Andy. There we go. See what I'm saying, John? All right. All good here. Maybe he was commenting while the truck was louder. Could be. You're right. Yeah, that makes sense. Sound good on this end. Because here, listen, this is when the truck is up. See if it's not really, it's the wind noise on the camera. Usually I edit it out, but I don't know why I didn't on that one. Okay. Oh, coming in loud and clear. Oh, good night, Keolapi. There we go. Good night and sweet dreams. Oh, hi, Kimber. How you? Aloha from Denver. There. Oh, we hear perfectly. Oh, mahalo. Kalihi cruising. Thanks, brah. There's Diane. Hi, Diane. I see Diane when I go to shows in Southern California. And she sells real estate, if I'm not mistaken. She is into real estate. She does a number of different things. No problem here. Oh, what happened? Where did this come from? Wow, that was right in the middle. I must have accidentally put that in there. Speaking of heckling, Robin Williams was the best when dealing with hecklers. Oh, Robin Williams was the best when dealing with life, except toward the end there. When I say dealing with life, I mean as an influence for his comedy when he was on stage. You know, people are always surprised to say, I didn't know him well, but you know, we kind of hung out a little bit and, you know, did a few shows together, but if he wasn't on, he was there's no other way to put it, shy. he was kind of, almost introverted, just, hey, hi, man, what's going on? Hey, hi. And then flipped the switch. I know. Kaneohe Bay Drive. No, this is a Kalihi. This is in the back of the Kalihi, right there. This is by Kalihi Uka School, I believe. I used to live back here when we were in small. Before we went live, why anai? Okay. Hey, good night. That would be heckling Terry Tate, office linebacker. If anyone remember that, that would be like heckling Terry Tate. Yeah, it's interesting about hecklers, and I really didn't get a lot of hecklers, right? But oddly enough, the best way to deal with hecklers is to do it in stages, right? Because if someone heckles you, this might be too inside, but I've committed myself. If a heckler comes after you, bam, right? And you look and you turn to them, and right there you go, whap, and you say something really, meant to squash them. Sometimes it backfires, right? Oh, Auntie, thanks, what is this? Oh, it's not measly. Never mind, Auntie. Come on, that's the perfect amount, right? No, really, I do appreciate it. Plus, it's the mana amount. Don't make that, okay? Everything is appreciated. Seriously, right? Hey, oh man. Okay, don't let me forget my heckler story, but Kehao, Andy, saw the light on, just dropped by to say aloha. Hey, Kehao, I'm doing interviews in this show now. Do me a favor, Kehao. If you don't have Skype, because a lot of people switch to Zoom, try download Skype, and then I can interview you here. I'd love to talk to you from Australia. Okay, in fact, I asked Kamaka Brown, who I guess you talk to a lot, to mention that to you. So if can, you know how Kehao Jackson is a comedian from Hawaii who now lives in Australia and has been doing comedy for, I think, almost as long as me. I don't like, give her the date stamp, but, and such a nice person. Andy can't contain himself. I can't. Oh, I loved it. Well, when you see people you started with years and years ago. Anyway, so on the heckler thing, if someone says something and you're on stage and you nail them, it tends to backfire because people go, oh, wow, sorry, what? You got all pissed off and now look, you're treating people like that. The stages of a heckler, unless you're brilliant like, Robin, but the stages are, first thing, nya. You look, and you look around at everybody else like, oh, that was kind of rude. And then you go on. Second time, and then you just like, hey, you know what? You can cool your jets, small kind, whatever. And then third time, then you say, listen, is this guy bothering anybody else or is it just me? And then, then you go after him. It's the posse mentality. Then everybody is on your side when you do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, very cool. I'll message you and let you know RE Skype. Yeah, and then we'll put something together soon if can, because we're trying to I got Lanai and Augie T also. Tumua Tuine, he's an up-and-coming comic. He'll be on tomorrow. Yeah, it would be great to have you on, Kehao. Oh, I'm so happy. Thanks, Andy, I've been watching you and Frank De Lima since Hanabara days. I am so thankful for our humor. Oh, look at your romantic avatar. Thanks, Renee. Appreciate it. Hey, how's it? Oh, how's it, Thomas D. Thompson? I remember saying hi to you earlier, about almost, 2 hours ago? Yeah, that's cool. Mahalo, Auntie Bagel. Love you too, Auntie Bagel. good one, Andy, about the heckler advice. And you know what? It can be applied to regular. You know, if you're sitting in a restaurant and someone says something to you, you look at them and you look around. Garen Balberon's gonna get somebody else looking at you, and you're like, oh well, you know. Oh, look. You know what? We're all trying to enjoy our coffee here. If you don't mind taking your bad attitude outside, we would all appreciate it. You catch? I know. Hey, brother Garrett, the capital K. I am so happy for you, brother. A capital K. Made my day right there to know you're cool. Oh, that's good advice for any time. Exactly, Curtis. You know. Tuine, yep, I'll be here. Yeah, there you go. Night Keolipi, Antiguan. Oh, book 'em, Andy. All year long, making your schedule. There you go. Uncle Black, I would love to talk to you. You know, if you have Skype and you're comfortable doing what we do. Did you see the Kamwela Man interview? I'm serious. You know, I don't want it to all be celebrities, if you will. You know, if you ever, you know, I mean, I'm sure the gang would have some questions, you know, and like to know you and hear your voice. And, you know, I'm serious, okay? Think about it, right? Danny, right here. You know, the moderator of the Daily Pidgin Live group. Danny, you'd be interesting to talk to about what it's like and how it's growing and what's going on, you know. I kind of think of that as your group too, Danny. You notice I'm not there doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. Oh, when you guys come into Texas again, oh my goodness, don't tell me you were there in shirts. Huh? For me, probably not, you know, to perform again. Stand-up comedy looks like it's over for me because of the Rona and, you know, my age. And by the time everything settles down, I'm guessing, you know, I'll be on to other things. Plus, I'm all in with this show. I'd really like to see it turn into something and be able to make a living doing it. Oh, look at this tunnel. This is like something out of a video game. Wow, really caught my eye. Whew. Yeah, Kamaka told me about Tuine. Love to catch him. Sounds like a winner. Thanks, Zach. Kehao. Oh, Andy, I would love to for the turtles. Okay, we'll figure something out. Okay, Danny? I would love to see Uncle Black. Yeah, even singers get heckled. Had a guy heckle me, ignored him the first time. Second time, I took my mic to him and stuck it in his face. Well, what? Can you do better? Oh, he was quiet the rest of the show. That's how, right there. But you know what, Enti, you have to understand, not everybody has brass ovaries. You know what I'm saying? What you did, a lot of people don't have the ovaries to pull off, right? So that might be the only difference in that, you know. But I wish I was there to see that. Oh, Andy, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good, Karen. Is this McKeg? Any relation? That's what I like, no? Yeah? Danny, ooh. That would be awesome. Yeah, we just get to know people. Yeah, Tuine! Yeah, right there. Hold. No, not so much. Oh, man. Bags back in the day. Brass ovaries. Oh, yeah. That sort of slipped out. Excuse me. I say that a lot, though. You know, well, no, we can't go there. Everybody goes, how come they always say the other thing, brass? Yeah, you could boom like this, Diana, but the guy's screaming. Ovaries, oh, hey, way stronger. Oh, brass ovaries. Yeah. That's all right. Oh, my cat is being Lolo. Too much catnip, so he's like one geek beak. Oh, Kaiulani's mom, Andy. Oh, there you go. Okay. Hi, Karen. Andy, best comedian since the 70s. Aloha. Oh, Diane. Thank you. Those were some fun little clubs we performed at, though, yeah? Diane comes, when I played a little pocket, you were in, I forget that. What was the Chinese restaurant? What location was that, Diane? And then the other one was near Hawaiian Gardens. I forget. Those are the best, little tight, small clubs. I don't think we're going to see that again. I just don't. Tell us some stories about the old days hanging out with Rap Rappler Frank De Lima and them other great guys. I never hung out with Rap. He had kind of a substance abuse issue when I came on the scene. I went to take his place when he was in Booga Booga. The only story I really have of hanging out with him, one time we went to Dig Me Beach. You know where that was? Right next to the natatorium in Waikiki, right? And it used to be the place, it was kind of like a singles beach kind of place, right? So he goes, hey, let's go down there, check it out. And I'm, well, okay, we go down there. Now, no one knows who I am at all at this stage, right? I'm just some guy hanging out with the famous, very famous Rap Replica. And while we were there, and again, it was like a singles beach, so these girls walk up, right? Nice looking girls. And I'm like, and of course they're all, hey, hi Rap, hello Rap. And Rap launched into this comedy thing. And he's like and they're like laughing and, like that. And, and he's putting cigarettes in his nose. He's doing all this weird stuff. And I'm like going, why don't you dial that back a little bit and ask him to sit down, Rap? But he just, and finally they went, well, okay, nice seeing you. And they just walked by and I went, brah. But he was one of those guys, man. If he saw an audience, I don't care if it was two people, bing, he was just on, Right. Andy, I was looking forward to see you in San Francisco, maybe sometime next year. I doubt it'll happen, Midori. I seriously do. Next year, what's that going to be like? We got to see what the Rona does. And I'll be 67 this year. Next year, I'll be 68. Do you want to be a comic on the road? People to this day. Today people say, okay, so we want to do, what time you want to do? I said, well, we do the show do the show at 7. And they went, so what? The second show at about 10 o'clock. I went, no, there's no second show. I do the show. Thank you. Good night. Go to the hotel room because I'm up at 6, 5:30 sometimes. That's my joke. I'm at that age where you get up early with an irresistible urge to water something. How's that plant looking? A little peaked, Ooh. Oh, looks like the holo holo pow. Oh, thank you. Follow. Book. Ball video. Thank you. How much time we get? Oh, we got 10 more minutes. We talk small kind and boom. There you go. Mahalo, John. Indeed. It's so inside. Oh. Good night, Uncle Black. Good night, Uncle Black. Good night, Uncle Black. Thank you so much for what you did today. Don't know how full act. Oh, you're still young, Andy. Well, you know what? And I'm not saying I'm so old that I can't still do things. I'm just saying to be in a club, right? And it's interesting. People still come out to see me, but the audience is smaller and smaller. And the reason for that is because all the people who know who I am, they're getting on in age. They don't want to, take a shower and iron and put on nice clothes and pay a lot of money to go sit in a nightclub when they're starting to get tired. Most of them halfway through my show wish they were, in their BBDs on YouTube looking at cars they can't afford. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'd rather be on eBay and hurry up, finished. Right? And I'm not saying, come on, don't be old, come to my show. And young people come to my show and they can't relate to anything I talk about too, And holo holo pao, thank you. Yeah, I noticed that. Sorry. Give you an idea of how much can come here and water your brains out. Yeah, there you go. Kinda. Just trying to think of ways to improve this show. I think about it every waking moment. I mean, sometimes when I'm riding, I get away from it a little bit, but I'm shooting. Andy, can you add guest names to the descriptions so easy to find? Yeah, I guess I could in the description, but the reason I was hesitating just there, we're on YouTube and 2 Facebook platforms, so now I got that to do. You know what I mean? Hi, next one, and hi, and hi. You know what I mean? And I'll blow it. I still have your record you signed for me. Oh, thank you. Must have been a while ago. Early bird dinner and Andy, that would work. Yeah. But again, Andre, and I'm not complaining, but my audience is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And after a while, like, I'm lucky if I go into a show and if I do 300 people, it's like home run, right? So now do the math on an opening act and the sound system, and sometimes you have to rent the venue, but if you don't, you're in a club and they get a percentage of the take because you're in their club, and they get the drinks and you get this, and then there's plane fare and gas, and all of a sudden you go, I mean, think about it. If you take $20, right? If the tickets are $20 and you have 300 people, right? What is that? $6,000? Is that right? No, 20 pick 300. Yeah, it's about 6,000. 3 goes to the house, another 3, another goes to the, and then there's the, it's just, it. Believe me, I've been doing it and it's okay, but you have to do a show every weekend or 2 shows a week to make flying to the mainland and going, I mean, that's what Kamaka and I fought with, right? Yet you have your full attention of a very smart 10-year-old, Andy. Yeah, I know. Well, I think, Keola is, he's the next generation. He might be watching. And again, he's not here, so I'm not saying it for his benefit, but I really believe one of these days we're going to go, no way. He has his own talk show, or he has his own, he's a guest on a, with his animal things or something, Oh, you still a sappy dresser. I hope that was supposed to be snappy, because sappy. I know, but hey, I did it for 40 years, I think I did my time. Right now I introduce myself as a recovering comedian. Mahalo, Uncle Black, everybody. Yeah, and we will continue to do different things. I appreciate the resiliency of the Hamajang gang. Andy, the show is great. You're doing a wonderful job. Look forward to it every night. Mahalo. Thank you, Cheryl. But, we got to do, I got to do more, What else is there? Hey, music is life right there. We'll make a new genre for you, and we're glad to have you here for us. Oh, thank you, brother. I'll do it. 5 minutes. Yeah. Music is life, indeed. Well, I'm not fishing for compliments. I hope it doesn't sound like that. But when I look at it, like doing the interview thing, I'd like to see something else that that's like that. Different, new. Hopefully interesting, that we can. Don't know what it is. Sometimes it happens in the middle of the night. Ding! Oh, I got an idea. Right? Just curious. Do the super chats help out much? Just can't see you as a starving comedian. I'm not starving by any chance. And the super chats, Google takes a third of it. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it does definitely help. Don't get me wrong. And is it enough to live on? Not by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Uncle Black kicks it up artificially, with the way he does things, and without him it would be a different scene. But that doesn't happen that often. So no, I still have to do other things, and I'm not by no means a starving artist. I call myself, upper middle class poor, but I'm lucky because, my my truck is paid for, my motorcycle's paid for. I don't really have bills. I don't spend a lot of money, but, like, I'm trying to think here. It has to be at least 2 years since my wife and I went out to dinner, that kind of stuff. Our idea of, a romantic dinner, and we prefer it too, is to be home if there's nobody else, and talking story with a little something that we cooked, But as far as going out to a fancy restaurant, I buy used clothes. I mean, I talk a lot about that. I do everything I can, and I still feel rich, because there are people way worse off than me, and that's, makes me feel a little guilty sometimes. But, do you play any musical instruments? I used to. I play enough guitar to embarrass myself. I used to be into harmonica a lot, right? Andy, can you interview Saleh? Konishiki. Yeah, he says hi once in a while. I don't know if he'd be into it. I can reach out to him. He's closer to Augie. Saleh and I never really hung out, but he sends me messages and how's it, brother, and all that kind of stuff. And he's a funny guy too, So I'll pursue that. I'll ask Augie if maybe he can, ask him or hook me up with his contact info. All I have is, his social media stuff. I don't have his phone number or anything like that. 24,400 subscribers, slowly but surely getting to 30. Yes. But 5,600 is a lot of people. We'll see. That goal kind of went slipped by. Yeah. One of the things, what's this? Club manager. How much for a show? Entertainer. 300. Manager. Okay, can you pay in cash? Hey, you joke about that, Keholani. The Whiskey A Go-Go used to charge bands to perform there because it helped their career so much. Think about that. Yeah, I got a gig. Oh, really? Where? Whiskey A Go-Go. It's gonna cost us $1,500. Huh? Oh. Andy, you're just people and just like us. Yeah, I hope so. I try to be. And as we all go through this together, that's the only thing. I mean, if you if you can't pay bills, you just call a guy up, bro. What you expect? Look around. You know what I mean? What they gonna do? You know. Sally was into football, right? No, he was a sumo wrestler, and he won. He became the top guy. What do they call that? Yokozuna or whatever. Yeah, he was. And remember when the Hawaii guys had Jesse first, and then brother, anyway, a lot of Hawaiians went into what was traditionally a Japanese sport and did well. Okay, Tina, good night. Good night, everyone. Okay, good night. Oh, we're all sleeping. Oh, there we go, 3:30. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play the song because I'm dragging a little bit too. Don't know if you can tell, kind of coming down from the Kim Teller Reese. Thanks again for joining us. I'm gonna turn this music off, play our goodbye song, come back and say good night. Okay, here we go.
Hey, how's it and welcome to the Daily Pigeon Show. It's the place to be to let the pigeon flow. The Daily Pigeon Show with Andy Bumatay. Mahalo nui loa to you for stopping by.
Boss up, come on here. Oh, I'm trying to get out of here, but I can't do it. Oh my goodness, too many buttons. Thanks, hey gang. Good night. Oh, this is nice.